I was going to ask, change a little bit. So we know all about the 100, call it $150 million renovation municipal buildings. It's been talked about
Uh-huh.
a lot.
Yep.
I've actually been surprised to hear a couple of people of late talking about, well, it's probably not going to be that much. It's not that big a deal. That's an overreaction. We can afford as a town to spend more money on some other amenities and just this kind of idea. What's your take on that? I mean, is that all an overreaction, or is this a town that really needs to kind of tighten its purse strings?
Well, I would probably be on the side of always being a little more fiscally prudent. So, but if you look, if we need to do projects, I'm also one of those people that likes to keep ahead of the. I like maintenance rather than massive repair bills, right? So I think with this whole capital planning, we've gotten off track, right? I was part of the board of selectmen when we authorized that review to be done because we wanted to know what we were dealing with and we wanted to be able to plan it out. And so, one of the things I hope to do on the board of finance is do a 10-year actually fulfill that 10-year planning, capital planning work. What is the number? I don't really know. I mean, when I've gone through those reports, um, there's a lot of things on there that, Superintendent Smith will tell you don't need to be on there. We are now talking about selling buildings and things like that. Probably that's premature. We probably should be doing more work on the actual costs at this point. I would anyway like to see that because I think it's really important for us to have a plan. I was not on the capital planning last year. I know that a few of the meetings that I had read about, they some of the members were told, don't worry about the money part or something like that. Like, let's think about what needs to get done rather than how to spread out the cost over a certain amount of time. The capital planning for me, financial planning is the key for a strong town. And I would like to see us spend more time with the dollars, planning out our bonding. I think people expect us to be responsible and not have large jumps in one year versus the next. And so the only way you can assure people is to plan ahead. So at this point, I think we have to get back to looking at the reports, figuring out which school needs to be prioritized. I think we started to do that, or I started to see that last year, and then for some reason we've gotten off track this year. Since I've